Good morning everyone. Today, we will discuss Chapter 11, Grading and Reporting of Assessment Results. Our intended learning outcome is, at the end of this chapter, students are expected to utilize assessment results to monitor the students' learning progress and achievements. First, we are going to talk about grading. Grading is a process of assigning a numerical value, letter, or symbol to represent student knowledge and performance. The purpose of grading can be summarized into four, which are communication, feedback, sorting, and accountability. Analysis of assessment data. Mutual, Naiminen, and Thomas and Burke wrote that a grade has two critical elements. We have analysis of assessment data and interpretation and communication of grades. In analyzing assessment data, teachers must ensure that grades reflect student learning and performance. Assessment data may become distorted for a number of reasons, providing incentives for students such as perfect attendance, extracurricular activities, and good conduct in class. Next will be the interpretation and communication of grades. The main purpose of grading is to communicate information to students and parents about student achievement or goal attainment. Parents have the right to know about the goal attainment of their children. However, teachers and parents are not in sync in understanding of the meaning of grades. This is due to multifaceted of grades. Let's proceed to grading system. First is the types of comparison. Thus far, you have learned that a student's performance is interpreted in relation to the performance of other students, or norm or established standards, which is criterion. In grading, the same references are used. Norm reference grading focuses on performance of one's peers, while criterion reference grading focuses on defined learning targets. Norm reference grading is grading with relative standards. Many of the educators prefer the criterion reference or the absolute grade standards grading because grade reflects students' achievement of the learning targets as specified in the curriculum. There are no grade quotas. However, criterion reference grading also has its pitfalls. First, inexperienced teachers may have some difficulty setting reasonable expectation of the students. Second, there are those who are accustomed to norm reference grading and may still operate on that basis. Some teachers water down the performance of students because of the view that only a small percentage of students deserve the high grades.
Next is approaches to grading. One is numerical grades. The system of using numerical grades is popular and well understood. They are preferred because they conveniently summarize overall student performance. Averaging is possible. The word numerical grades, it consists of numbers. Numerical grades are commonly used in schools and universities to assess students' knowledge and skills. They provide a clear and objective measure of academic achievement. It is very popular. It's very familiar to us. The numerical grades. Second is letter grades or the ABC or etc. Letter grades have the same advantages and disadvantages of numerical grades. Letter grades. Letter grades are commonly used system to evaluate the student's performance in a course or subject. Instead of using numerical values, letters to represent the level of achievement. Some common letter grades includes A is for excellent or outstanding, B is for good or above average, C is for satisfactory, D is for below average, and F is for fail or not passing. So some institution also may use letter grades such as A plus, A minus, B plus, or A minus, and etc. The third one is the checklist. A checklist may be simple or elaborate. In a dichotomous checklist, teacher simply places a check mark next to observed performance statements. So it is a method of assessing student performance based on a checklist of criteria. So it is important to note that checklist grading may be used in conjunction with other assessment methods such as grading exams or assessments to provide a comprehensive evaluation of students' learning. So now let's move on the reporting. So a report card is a common method of reporting a learner's abilities and progress. It contains a learner's numerical, lit or letter grades plus other relevant information. So it is periodically submitted by a school to the parents. So reporting cards or grading cards is provide a summary of a learner's performance and abilities in the different areas of study. So the principles of effective grading and reporting. So first, grades and reports should be based on clearly specified learning goals and performance standards. So second is the evidence used for grading should be valid. So it's very important that the evidence is for grading is valid. So third is grading should be based on established criteria. So the fourth is not everything should be included in grades. So we should take note that not everything should be included in grading. So fifth is avoid grading based on average. And sixth is focus on achievement and report other factors separately. Now, let's move on the curriculum-based assessment or the progress monitoring. So considering the value of formative assessment, this segment has been included to provide information on how to go about progress monitoring. So it is crucial that student progress is documented to aid in communication with parents. So curriculum-based assessment is a form of progress monitoring that involves regularly assessing students' academic progress based on specific curriculum they are being taught. So designed to measure a student's mastery of the content and skills. That's all. Thank you.